We did it. We reached 2,000 lovely followers. I appreciate everyone for your loyalty, for smashing that subscribe button. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. This wasn't an easy journey to get to this spot. Now you'd think 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. All right, bro, like big deal. Whoop-de freaking do. But it's been a long time coming. Got Kurt in the chat. What's going on? 2,000 subscribers on the YouTubes. Big accomplishment. So we're going old school like I did back in the day on the COVID did Heroes Journeys, where we went live on the Instagrams, live on the YouTubes, live everywhere. I've kind of refocused my energy towards YouTube, but for old time's sake, we're on the Instagrams. So appreciate everyone for tuning in to the Instagrams. Thank you for tuning in. I'll comment here on the YouTubes what people have to say on the Instagrams. But lately, you guys have probably noticed I've repositioned the channel to focus a lot on surfing and a lot on cameras. Oh, it sounds great. Because with YouTube, as the experts say, you got to niche down. You have to find your niche and lean into that until you get big enough to when you can kind of like have vlogs and go get coffee and people are going to care about what you're doing. But really, this is a advice for smaller YouTube channels. And maybe this stream will be a little bit how I got to 2,000 subscribers. But you really need to find a niche that you're an authority on. Like, what are you an expert on? As the Wolf of Wall Street would say, an expert in your field. Since I've surfed for 30 years, cough on cough, some of you watching aren't even 30 years old. That seems preposterous. I don't even know how to say that word. 30 years of surfing. So I think that I could be an expert in my field of surfing. Now, a lot of people that have surfed for 30 years, they might have never even gotten that good. They might have, be stuck in a perpetual state of beginnerness or intermediateness. Now that my last stream I talked about, if you want to avoid that, your best bet is to not skimp out on going from the wave storm to the other board that is pretty much a wave storm fiberglass. That's an easy way to surf for 30 years and then never get good enough to move on to being an intermediate or an advanced. So it is a little tricky, like trying to figure out where you fit in the learning, beginner, intermediate, advanced stage of surfing. But if you put in enough time and effort, and I put in 30 years, it's like a life sentence. I think you could say you're an expert after 30 years of doing something. So my point here is that with YouTube lately, it's really important if you want to have success and get to 2,000 subscribers to have like a niche or a topic or a category that you are into and you can speak about. You're not going to get sick of it, and something that you just know like in your heart that like you're able to pull it off and you're able to do it. Oh, look at this. I'm messing with Firefox settings as we're live streaming. This is always nice. Let's see what we want here. Maybe let's just go like this for a little bit. Oh, there we go. But what's interesting that in the YouTube land is like when you get to like when you start getting traction, unless they keep coming back to watch your videos, it's easy to kind of lose the traction. YouTube's going to stop recommending you and stop doing these other things, etc. Now, what's important is that you want to like kind of double down. So since I realized that a lot of my audience was watching me for surf-related content or camera-related content, I doubled down. And now a lot of my live streams and a lot of my produced videos, really try to make them about camera technology or videos and making videos, because I've been doing that for almost 30 years as well. It's probably one of the only things besides surfing I've done for kind of my whole life, and I feel like I'm an expert in that field. Um, but I still have a lot of learning to do. And I think what I've learned the most out of this is the better you get at something, it's counterintuitive. The more you realize how not good at it you are. So doubling down in your niche got me to 2000. And for me, that was surfing and cameras. And even more particular lately is that I've noticed a lot of my people that watch me, they are watching me for surf related content, or at least my subscribers. When I look who is subscribed to me and other people, a lot of times it is surf related videos. And I think the surf sector in YouTube, and it's not really the same as on the other platforms, like the surf influencer. On YouTube, it's, I think, actually a pretty important thing and can work out pretty good for everyone involved, as long as you're not like just making clickbait or blowing up spots, or kind of like there's a fine line between being like an influencer or just YouTuber or just making content or just making videos. There's like all different aspects to that. But what I realized was like all my growth to 2000 subscribers was that people want to watch surf videos and they want to learn tips and tricks and etc. And it's actually not a very saturated market yet. And really a lot of people on YouTube that are making, surf content. Oh, we got my boys in the chat. What's going on, brother? What is up? Got a celebrity in the chat. But yeah, so it just takes like a lot of patience, and as you're niching down, it's okay to like fluctuate a little bit, but really someone's gonna come to your channel expecting something. And once you figure out that like the hero of your channel, even though like this shows the hero's journey, and a lot of my earlier work with the hero's journey show was about me, I've realized like the hero is you. The audience is the hero. They're coming to your channel looking for answers, looking for help. And if they can kind of place themselves in your hero's journey, or as you, the protagonist, like you do when you watch a movie, that's the best case scenario. Is you want people coming to your channel, being able to relate with you, learning, and having that message and that promise in your title, your thumbnail. After the video is done and they've watched, they don't feel like they were suckered into anything. They feel like they've left with some value. And that's super important. And you can gain more subscribers the more you give value and represent what your thumbnail and title actually said in your video. Now, there's not going to be people getting subscribers when they have the most clickbaity thumbnail and title. Someone clicks on the video and then you don't deliver on what your thumbnail and title promised. Someone's going to say, well, why am I going to subscribe to you? Like, you just lied to me to get a click. So you'll get a lot of watch time, maybe a lot of clicks on that video, but you're not going to actually keep building up an actual audience of people that resonate with you and want to follow you on your journey, as they are also trying to level up, or just they're on YouTube for whatever reason they are. Now, for a while, I definitely focused more on like cameras and technology with cameras and videos because I felt comfortable with that. But that's a very saturated market in the YouTubes. There's a lot of really talented people that make videos. And when I watch videos nowadays, like I see these videos like these Gen Z or even Gen Alpha people are making, and they're impressive. Like these kids, maybe they didn't go to film school and they somehow figured out editing quicker than I did. It took me like 20 years to get really good at editing. And now when I edit a video, I do like to keep it simple. But as you notice with like the Mr. Beast type of videos, and kind of like the subtitles and the moving of the cameras and all this crazy stuff, a YouTube video has become what a movie in Hollywood has become. It is a script that has plot points, that has an arc of the story, and it's almost as methodical as a Hollywood movie now. When producers get scripts in the mail, they can actually open up the script, go to like page 30, and they're going to expect an inciting incident. Or they can go to page, 90, and they're going to expect like the downfall, like the turn, like S has hit the fan. Um, it's so mathematical and formulaic that if you're not following the rules of script writing, like they're not even going to read your script. And YouTube has actually become the same exact thing. Whereas you need to grab their audience, grab their attention, you need to have some kind of hook, you need to make a little bit of a promise, and then to keep their attention, you need to deliver on the promise in the middle and the end at some point. Now we are seeing, I think, a newer trend of like no editing, um, almost like an intimate, unscripted, unedited sit down with the person. And even when I started more so like going full into the YouTube a lot harder, that's how I was doing my things as well. But for like really getting good growth, and like the Money Bros, the Money Boys, this guy is a great example. Like his videos are very like intimate, and you're watching him and it's like, oh, I'm involved, I'm engaged, like I want to watch you and I like your message. And there's not a lot of fancy editing, and it's just like camera turns on, he speaks, and then camera is off, and then that's the video. And people can really resonate with that. So I think it's changed a little bit now, whereas there's actually a couple different styles of videos you can make. And once you find your proper style that you like, it's good to stick to that because people are going to expect that. So when I go to the Money Boys channel, I'm going to expect that from him. And I appreciate his like candidness and unscriptedness, etc. So I haven't reached the point where I'm like scripting my videos and reading a teleprompter yet. I actually don't really want to go that route because let's see, he has something to say here. He's appreciate that. Definitely a style choice. Congratulations on the 2K. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And he just kind of like made my point there is it's you want to find a style, and then there's people resonating with his style. So if you're trying a style and people aren't resonating with you, maybe try another style or go back. And then if you find something that clicks, double down on that. So that's what a lot of people, I think, make a mistake, or maybe they make a video that actually isn't interesting to them and it's not in their kind of niche, but that video does kind of skyrocket or go viral. Then they end up making videos they don't really want to make, but they know the audience will come back and it'll attract an audience. Now, a lot of people actually, that happens to them. I mean, I even have a few videos where, I'll talk about like Hoka shoes or like clothing or something. So now I'm actually working with more clothing brands and even shoe companies just based on the success of those videos. I even have like a pretty in-depth mattress video that I had another mattress review video about a purple mattress that it's one of my like top 20 videos. And I'm hesitant to make this other mattress video because I don't want to really be like the mattress guy. You go to mattress channels and every single video is going to be very similar and all about one very niche topic. I mean, I'm sure a lot of your favorite creators on YouTube, they're going to have super similar videos and you're going to expect that. And when they deviate, you're a little disappointed and you're like, all right, what are you doing? Like, I didn't come here to watch what you think about politics. I came here to watch like you play this video game and go crazy like I Speed Show or something. So kind of that's why like actually developing a community and an audience is super important. And that's how you get subscribers now is building community and or making shorts. Somehow shorts still get you subscribers. I don't know why or how, but I'll definitely make shorts every now and then just to get a few subscribers. And it is a fun way to have like kind of B-roll nature content where before I like put my face on the screen more, I love doing that. I love shooting like natural scenes, sunsets, nature, animals, kind of just general B-roll. But that was before I realized that to have someone really watch you and want to be engaged, you have to have some kind of authenticity and some kind of like face. There are faceless channels now, but there'll still be like an avatar or a character. So if your content is just like really awesome B-roll with music, I mean, it just gets old. Um, that's where I think is kind of hard too. Is if you have like a solid message you're trying to spread, getting someone to listen to you is tough. Like attention's the new currency, especially on YouTube. And if your channel is all about like positivity, it's going to be a little bit challenging because it's not about negativity. It's not about pointing fingers. It's a lot easier to blame people than to blame yourself and to have accountability for your own self. So it's, I think, just super interesting time for YouTube because now it's spreading out, and now there's channels that will just hit record, just talk, and hit stop record, and they have millions of views and everyone loves them. And then there's other channels like Mr. Beast where they'll have a team, they'll edit till the cows come home, and people will love them. And now there's actually space for all of them. Moneyboy says, facts, people want entertainment instead of knowledge. Yeah, exactly. They are you not entertained, like Russell Crowe said. It is. I think there's certain people now, like I know me and you, we definitely like to watch people and learn something. But you still have to be entertained. You still have to be. You can't just be up there and like just be monotone and well, this is why and that's why. Like you have to kind of at least have some kind of engagement on screen and have a presence that someone wants to watch. This is why I don't think the faceless channel is necessarily a bad idea. Oh, the Instagram just popped and we got like 15 people in here. What's going on, guys? Instagram's popping. It's kind of why the avatar thing isn't the worst idea because um, just having someone to like look at or there's like a lot of like these stoic channels now where there's some Socrates kind of cartoon character on the screen. And you're like, all right, at least like that's the value, the character that this is going through. And I can resonate with the character. You can't like resonate with sick B-roll or you can't resonate with just random amazing images because you're going to just get bored. And because of our 4-second time span now from the TikToks, you're going to go the next B-roll or the next thing. And then you're going to start swiping. So I think it's interesting too, because like I love the long form content on YouTube. I think that's why YouTube's the best. We got Nick in the chat. What's going on, bro? 2K. It's hard to get someone who only watches short form stuff to come watch your long form stuff. So, and as you'll see when you go to your analytics, a lot of times until you get like a bigger subscriber count and actually build a niche community, like if you have a garden channel or a food channel or a cooking channel, you're going to go to your subscribers, like who's watching your videos, and it's going to be like 1% of people are subscribed to you. 99% are not subscribed. So these people that found you, YouTube suggested the video, or they were just browsing YouTube randomly, and luckily your title or thumbnail made them want to click on your video. So until you get people seeing your video and they already subscribe to you and they're in a niche they're interested in, you're going to have not many subscribers that are watching your stuff. As I've niched down more, I've noticed now my channel is more like 20% of people are subscribers, 80% aren't. When even 6 months ago, it was like 95%, 96% weren't subscribed, 5% were subscribed. And even earlier on, it was even less than that. So it really is crazy how once you start building your like 1,000 fans, you'll start to see your audience increase. Because you want to build an audience. You don't want to just have just the browse feature of YouTube dictating how you get views. It is important and it is great to have like a combo there, but really in the end, you're really going for like trying to build a community. And that's how I think I got to 2000 was I'm niching down on, as you see, surfboard back here, and I'm filming with a really great camera, the ZV-1 that can do this auto stability or auto framing thing that some people don't like, but I love it because it's like having a cameraman right there. and it actually frames you right in the center. So when I do make vertical content, I'm centered right now. Like if I move a little bit, it actually keeps you in the center, which is a lot more convenient than you would think. So, all right, guys, just wanted to hop on, say thank you for the 2K. Money Boys, thanks for hopping in the chat. Don't really have too much else to say. I didn't have any points to make in this video. Really, I just wanted to celebrate, say thank you to everyone for like subscribing and liking us, watching this stuff, and I appreciate the rise lately. How's it going? 2,000 subscribers, stoked. Big milestone. The Instagram was kind of popping off during the streams. Thanks everyone on Instagram for tuning in. Super appreciated of y'all because it's been a long time coming to get here, and it's pretty cool to have, like, I think a nice community building on YouTube and like getting monetized and now getting people reaching out to me, and I'm in a really good spot now, and it took a long time to get here. So it's nice when you are finally get rewarded somewhat for your hard work and just dedication to something. And actually having strategy too helps a lot. So to get to your 2,000 subscribers, you want to start having strategy. And again, the best strategy to have is like niche down in something you're an expert in that you can talk about, and you have like solid opinions and facts and ideas about. And it's not coming from a place of just sporadic thought. Like this is ingrained, like you understand this. Like I've shot cameras. I used to film and edit on VHS players and mini DV tapes, and the music somehow I added in with the Walkman. So, and now we're all using like phones and monitors and real cameras that are streaming into the TV and the phone. Like it's changed so much within 20 years. In the next 20 years, who knows what's even going to happen? We're going to have cameras in our eyes and like some virtual reality type deals going to pop out and film us. Who knows what's going to happen? But my point is that it's just crazy how if you like dedicate yourself to a certain craft and you build enough knowledge, like you can use that on YouTube. Like people say it on YouTube all the time, but everyone should have a YouTube channel. Like even if you're just trying to have a teeny bit of passive income, if you make a YouTube channel on one thing you're interested in, and if you have your phone, you already have like an awesome production quality thing. All you gotta do is turn your phone on. There's a go live button. You can easily just go live or just make tiny videos about something you're interested in or something you're like stoked on, because people are gonna wanna, yo, appreciate you, man. Look forward to it. So check out the Money Boys. Hopefully I had the live chat replay on. I don't think I did, but it's the Money Boys. He has great content. If you need help getting your ish together, watch some of his videos and you'll be like, all right, you'll be motivated, ready to go. And he did the same thing. He's kind of niching down and more of a, I wouldn't call it self-help, but like motivation and philosophy and stuff I definitely want to keep doing as well. I just understand too that I need to, sometimes you need to have, I think Meet Kevin said this actually to me. Meet Kevin's a humongous YouTuber now, but he was saying that sometimes it's good to have like a vehicle to have people come to your channel or watch. So if like your vehicle is this Zoom audio recorder, that this is the way you have people come to your channel. Once they're in your channel, then you can like vary it up a little bit. You can, you know, talk about other things, etc. But like the vehicle, the product review or the topic, the philosophical idea, the get better idea, that vehicle has someone come to the channel. And then once they think, oh, I actually like this person, I'll watch this person, then you have a subscriber, you have a follower. But unless you have a vehicle, no one's going to really look at your picture on your thumbnail and be like, oh, I'm going to click on this person. Like, I'm going to see what they're up to. No one really cares that much. And not having any personal like feelings towards why your stuff isn't getting watched. And that's why it really does become pretty important to understand that like the thumbnail and the title, they're so important to the video that It's unbelievable. Like you can have a Citizen Kane sequel that you created, like a masterpiece. But if no one clicks on the video to watch your Citizen Kane 2 Rosebud's Revenge, no one's gonna click on Rosebud's Revenge. Like they're just gonna, like, the thumbnail sucks or the title sucks. They're not even gonna know, so it's never gonna get seen. So it took me a kind of a while to get past that, because you think, oh, clickbait. Like I don't want to make clickbait. This is stupid. I don't want to make my title extreme. This is stupid. But once people click and they start watching, Think Media calls it ethical clickbait. Then they actually think, oh, that was kind of funny. You made your thumbnail like kind of wild and outlandish. Oh, the title was crazy. Like, oh, that was interesting how you got me to click. Now I'm watching. You'll notice all like the huge YouTubers do that now. Like they all do these. It's almost outlandish now. It's gotten to the point where it's super crazy. Oh, yeah, people in the chat. Hey, y'all, 2,000 subscriber. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's mayhem. It's 2,000 people on the YouTubes watch me now, and it's like kind of scary, like being watched all the time. But it's really cool, like when you start building that category. Oh, we got a heart. Thank you. That category of videos, and it truly becomes, if you're monetized, like a form of passive income that can. It'll just keep going like this if you set it up good enough with a great title, great thumbnail, and you delivered on that in the video. People want to support that. People want to support someone who's actually providing good value. And if you find a niche that isn't really being utilized yet, then you can like be the authority of that topic on YouTube, which is pretty cool. I mean, there's probably so many things that you're good at that you could like capitalize on and talk about, or you're interested in. I mean, even lately there's like a pretty big like male space on YouTube with a lot of men talking about stuff and men's issues, where I mean, before YouTube, like you couldn't really talk about stuff as a guy. Like you'd have to, hide it or not just talk about it. But now there's people on YouTube, just that's their whole channel, is talking about like men's issues and how to deal with that. And because men don't really have many spaces to do that, they can go on the YouTubes and do that. So that's like one pretty eye-opening topic that doesn't exist anywhere else, even on the other social media platforms. And that's why YouTube, like everyone should just have a YouTube channel. And even if your YouTube channel, as you started out, is you're like, I don't know what my topic is. How do I even get people to want to watch me? Well, maybe just at first it is just kind of like vlogs, or you have a thing you like to talk about or an interest, and you can kind of experiment until you see, oh wait, people like when I play Final Fantasy VII on PS2 and try to catch all the chocobos or whatever. Oh, people really like that. I'm going to keep doing that. Or even like nowadays, a lot of people have these movie review channels where they kind of like pretty much tell you the whole movie, but they do it in a funny way, or they tell you like how to beat the villain. There's like a how to beat channel and a couple other channels that are similar where they tell you like a couple of the scenes, and then, oh, in this scene the killer is going to stab him. Like what they should have done is went and grabbed the butcher knife and then ran over to the bathroom. And like they created a whole little channel around like watching movies with you, and then kind of having fun, almost like the 3000 Galaxy guy back in the day, like watching the movie, reviewing the movie like in faster time. And that's a big thing now, where like I feel like I like those more than the real movies. I kind of like watching this person making jokes, and you're like, oh, I thought that was funny too. And you're both watching the movie together, and they're providing commentary. Sorry, Hollywood, that's kind of messing up your whole business deal, but I'm pretty over y'all anyway. You're kind of blowing it. So I don't feel too bad about that. And what's going to happen now is YouTubers are just going to make movies. There's going to be production companies that have a YouTube channel, and they're just going to somehow get on a streaming platform and on YouTube instead of having to go to Hollywood, which I think is amazing, because if you've ever worked on a film set, it is kind of sucks. It's not the most fun. You are reserved into one very specific role. Like your role is the cable puller, and all you do is all day is pull cables and wrap them in a circle and follow the cameras and follow the boom mic guy. Oh, you're just the boom mic person. You just hold the boom mic up here every day for hours and hours and hours, and somehow you don't break your back or your arms. Um, I'm much more of a like running gun. I want to like a solo or a small team. We can all kind of do little things here and there. So, all right, guys, we have went to 30 minutes. I think that is plenty of time. I was hoping to stop it before 30 minutes. But Money Boys, thank you so much for being in the chat this whole time. Really appreciate you. I'm going to binge some of your videos later. Go check him out. Instagram. Thanks everyone for tuning in. 2,000 subscribers. Let's get 2,000 more. Oh, and also big announcement. I have the album Twinsman Surfboard review is dropping tomorrow. I've been working on this a while. It's a pretty big deal here. 6-month review. I'm hoping it's going to go mega viral like my Machado Cotto review. So stay tuned for that. Till next time. Peace.